Good evening, friends. Hello, hello. Welcome to your what day? Thursday? Yeah, it's always Thursday because that's when I stream. Welcome to your Thursday evening entertainment with me, Womat Berry. I hope you're having a lovely day. Welcome to the cafe. Wearing my stupid white headphones for today. Not sure how I feel about it. We'll go along with it. Hello, Jay. Hello, Becky. Welcome to the stream, friends. Glad you can stop by. Welcome to the continuation of our Pokemon No Capture Nuzlocke run in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Last time out, what we did was we got our starter, a Poplio called Gus Gus. And now we managed to make up through the first early parts of the island, and we're in the trainer school. So why don't we head back over there now? Head back over to the lovely Alola region. Let's throw you in here while the title sequence is playing. I'll open this up for you as well, just so you can hear. There's Barry. There he is. There we are. So the last thing we actually did was we were called to the principal's office, which could potentially be some problems. Our good friend, well, we managed to beat up every school kid here, because that's what we do here. We beat up school kids. Oh, Gus, you alright, buddy? This is the first thing we have to do, really. We have to menace Gus. You have to give him a little scrutch on the head. Just a little one there, right where he likes it. Everyone's got a soft spot for him. So we feed him up. This is the friendship. This is the... It is far too warm. It is far too warm. Luckily, the cafe, I've paid for the air conditioning in here. So if you want to get some, you can pop over to one of the tables in the corner, right under the fan. That's always the best spot to be. But yeah, it's relatively speaking, it's a bit too... It's actually cooler than it was yesterday. So I guess relatively, I'm not quite as sweltering as I was. Oh, there we go. Whenever they kick up a little bit like that, that means that... I'm going to give you a snack anyway, buddy. Let's give you one of the green ones this time. Here you go. I've got to start pumping those numbers up. I will do my very best. I will do my absolute very best to pump up those. But you see there, the affection rating has grown by 1 with the heart, which means from now on, Gus gains more experience. A boasted amount of experience. Doesn't have any of the other normal... Like, if the higher up those go, you get more bonuses for being friendship, like being able to survive death. Much like I think we all like doing, surviving death. Surviving a hit that would have killed them is more like that. But this is about as far as I want to take the Pokemon refreshed stuff. I feel like everything else that gets a bit cheesy. So, and now that we can actually go up here, we couldn't go up to the top room earlier. There she is. There's our principal. We couldn't come up here earlier until we completed fighting off the other trainers. So, with that in mind, let's actually have a... Nope, we don't want to go into refresh. This is, again, another Womat Berry classic. Just mashing buttons. I'm glad you're happy, Gus. Hopefully this isn't going to be the last time we see you. Kill... I want to do the very best to kill my Pokemon. I do want to do my very best to kill every Pokemon that has to have the horrifying life of being next to me. What level are we? We're level 11. I haven't redone my research exactly how strong this next trainer is. They can be pretty strong. But we've defeated all the trainers that we can find on the way here. So... Well, confidence is never a great thing in a Nuzlocke. I always find that as soon as I get confident, that's when the danger happens. So... But we're not going to progress unless we do this. Barry, I can't believe that you beat all of my students. Fantastic. After seeing such a performance, I'd like to battle you myself. What do you say? Are you ready to take me on? No. I'm never ready. Yeah, we're going to have to be. Good to hear. I heard about you from Professor Kukui. I'll be challenging you with a Pokemon that has type advantage against Poplio. You chose as a partner. Smarts. Smarter than our rival, anyway. Teacher Emily. And now Rowlet. What level is your Rowlet? Alright, Gus. First battle of the stream. Let's not make it the last, yeah? Level 10. So I feel like we're okay here. We can use Disarming Voice. I think as a grass type, Rowlet will resist our water gun. So Disarming Voice is probably our best bet here. Oh, Quick Claw. Straight off the first. That's gotta be a good sign, right? It's gotta be a good sign, right? I feel like maybe we should go around this a different way. So Leafage is a physical attack. I can heal 3 times in battle, by the way, for this. So maybe if we go for a few Baby Doll Eyes to really reduce the damage down and use up those 2 heals, we might be able to just outlast Rowlet. So let's go for a Baby Doll Eyes here. This always goes first. This is a priority attack dropping move. Providing Rowlet doesn't get a crit, we should be okay here. Yeah, that's fine. Do I want to risk it for the crit? I can think I can risk one of our heals. We have 12 potions, so again, I can use 3 of these in battle. So we'll just pop 1 now. Some people don't like healing in their Nuzlocke challenge. I fully appreciate that. Normally, I only put a 1 heal limit. You heal once during battle in these challenges I do. But because of the limited amount of things I do, I thought I'd be nice to myself. Risk it for the crit skit. There we go. Yeah, I'm risking the crit skit big time here. So we just keep dropping Leafage's power with Baby Doll Eyes. And then start going in. We can try, maybe. I'm going to give another one for you there as well, buddy. Here you go. Yeah, healing does definitely take the some of the sting out of these, but you got to be careful with the way you heal as well. Otherwise, you end up in a spate where you're just constantly rolling back and forth between whoops, being healed and then instantly dropping your health down. You get stuck in a ball. a Quick Claw proc for my priority move. Really indexing on the priority there. I like it. I think that should be okay there. So we can actually go in here and see how many stat drops. I could keep going to drop his attack all the way down to nothing and then do it. Which is really riveting gameplay. I'm sure you can agree. And that's why I'm going to do it. Again with the quick... That's 3 times that it's procced in battle. Very cool. I'm going to risk it this time. This is going to be the crit. This is going to be the crit. I guarantee you. Okay, that wasn't the crit. We're all good. Rowlet's attack is as low as it can possibly go now. So we're in the only bits and pieces we can actually do to, protect ourselves now. Okay, Gus. Time to shine. Let's go for a water gun. It's stabbed, but is resisted. We can try it and see what happens. Ooh, it's faster than me. It's gonna be close. That's not good. That is not good. In any sense of the imagination, that is not good. I cannot give myself any more, of a... Oh, I may have actually screwed myself over entirely. Let's hope for a crit here. I think we're actually dead. I think 100% we're actually dead. So, if any of you wanted me to boost up the numbers, here it comes. Big failure. Massive, huge, enormous failure. And we black out. Thank you very much for coming by to the stream, guys. I hope you've enjoyed all, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, actually, with the timer of gameplay that you've got for this evening. Gus is dead. Big time. So there you go. Oh yeah, we're running a new thing in the chat as well. It's the Pokemon like community catch game. So yeah, big Pokestar in chat and it'll give you some Pokeballs, and then whenever it generates a Pokemon in the chat, all you have to do is Poke Catch, and you can try and collect yourselves one. So you got a Floette running around at the moment. Hello, Dust. Welcome to the stream, friend. You've just missed us failing miserably by having our starter die. How are you doing, friend? How is your Nuzlocke going? I hope it's going a damn sight better than mine. I guess that's a reset. I guess that's a full-on reset. I know, Bulbasaur, man. What did everyone get? Neki got the Squirtle. Oh, Jay got the Totodile. Oh, so, sorry about that, my love. You didn't get the Totodile that you were hoping for. So yeah, let's swing us back over to let's come here. Hello, big face. While we reset the game, this time we get to pick something else. Won't that be fun? It's either that or we can start a whole new game with something entirely different. I don't know what anyone else feels like. I accidentally deleted my emulator, so my whole Nuzlocke is a miserable end. You and me both, friend. We're at a miserable end for both of our challenge runs. Congratulations to Keldamist and for Jay for your new Floette. Look after it, cherish it, care for it. You want to be Dragon's Dogma? I would bumble my way through that. It would be. I mean, I'm bumbling my way through all my video games right now. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that about your Nuzlocke, friend. Are you gonna try and start a new one, or is that like taking the wind out of your sails? I guess we start again right from the very beginning. That'll be fun. We get to watch all that again. We can just talk about stuff through the beginning of the game, I guess. We have to think up a new name for Poplio too. Well, we can pick a new starter. I don't know how you feel about that. Like, do you wanna see a new one of the Alolan starters? Nope, that's not how that works. There we go. The actual ability to delete my save data. Farewell, Gus Gus. The world was not ready for you. I wasn't ready for you. And this was a brilliant diamond Nuzlocke. When I get you switch back, nice. I bought Brilliant Diamond and I tried playing it for a little bit. And I adore like the 4th generation games. They are my favorite ones, particularly Platinum. Platinum's my favorite version of the game. But I don't know. I just couldn't quite get into it. Maybe I can do something on the channel. To like another kind of challenge run style thing to get myself through that game. A Shine the only Nuzlocke. That's a time commitment in itself, friend. Just have constantly resetting and going through all of the re-encounters, as I believe it, to make sure you get a starter that's shiny. That'll be fun. That's a way of spending the afternoon. Just starting up the game here. Give me 2 secs. Okay, let's throw it back over here because we've got to go to the very important thing here. What do we look like this time? This character here is dead. He died with Gus Gus. So, what do we get our character to look like? Now, as always, for the Pokemon games, because that's just how it works, all the female characters get way better customization options than any of the men. So I'm feeling maybe we just go with like female counterpart here, Barina. Let's say let's go with Barina. I gave myself a challenge in Gold to get all Pokemon, level them to level 100. It lasted as usual like 3rd gym. At least it would be your first shiny ever. You never got a shiny in any form. Like, I guess like I always used to say, oh, everyone does get the shiny Gyarados in the Lake of Rage, but I guess we're way past that, where everyone definitely has played a gold and silver game to get a free shiny. So let's pull this up here, because I want to actually be able to see what I'm typing here. So this is the adventure of Barina. Everyone be nice. You never got a shiny, I guess. Yeah, I think... What was the first, like... I guess, like, odds shiny I got? I got a Solosis in Pokemon Black. And that was towards the end of the game. And I didn't really know how to use it. And then, a couple of hours later, I got a shiny Drudigan. Which is pretty cool. Look it up if you see it. Shiny Drudigan. It's kind of like green and red, as opposed to, like, blue and red. It's green and yellow. I'm too bad at the game. Oh dear, I'm so sorry, friend. A shiny Pidgey in under 10 hours once. Shiny Pidgey. Is there much of a difference with shiny Pidgey? Like, I want to look this up and see, like... We do, like, a shiny, like, rating stream. That'll be fun. Shiny Pidgey. Oh, it's kind of yellow. Like 10 hours ago. My goodness. So it exchanges all its colors for being yellow. I mean, that's an interesting color palette choice there. I think we have this conversation quite regularly on like Pokemon streams, especially when we come down to shinies, but it's such a wild like variance about how good shiny palettes are in some Pokemon. I once found 3 shinies in an hour. I put down my DS and then went to the corner shop outside my flat and got 2 scratch cards and won 50 quid. My goodness, the luck. I think you used up all your luck for like... Oh, that's all your luck for the rest of your life. Did find a full odds Abra in Ruby once in one shot because it's how low it's... Yeah, unfortunate. Just gets absolutely like creamed. It's no good. Some random donut. There we go. I could measure. This couldn't be any more perfect for this challenge. Your totem stickers are exploitable. I know. We were talking about this before. This is probably one of the few games that is actually like fully be able to be used. Oh yeah. First evening spent in Alola's calm moon. I feel like I could stay out here all night. But that's enough of that time to unpack all the boxes. Even though I'm kind of skipping the start story because we've already failed the run once. We'll still do the mum's voice. First time I encountered Horlucha and Exit was shiny, and then not long after that, wrong. So what, I guess if you didn't see the sparkle, you would have thought that that's how Horlucha would have looked anyway. Our room is pink because we are a girl this time. But yeah, so random donut. Thank you very much for coming by the stream, at least, friend. Appreciate it. The totems, as I was trying to say, the totem stickers are exploitable everywhere, and that will make it a hell of a lot easier to do. A friend of mine told me about like doing this kind of challenge, and this is probably one of the few games where it's actually like fully capable, providing I can get past the trainer school, which I couldn't do this time. So there's a theory that Ditto is a failed... Yeah, I've seen that the Ditto is a failed Mew clone because you can find it, especially in like the... I'm very pretty. Look at that. I love your orange shirt. Hello, Meowth. Thank you for getting me up. Super confused the second time I saw it. Yeah, I mean, I've seen it. It's very cool. I don't have a shiny Horlucha. A shiny Wrestlebird. Yeah, the colours are the same for Dittos and for the shinies, so it's a very strong coincidence if it's not fully connected like that. I don't think you'll ever really get like the full resolution. It's a nice theory though. I do like it. You were out like a light, weren't you? You ought to be full of energy by now. And just look, it's already night here. It's completely opposite from Kanto, but that's why we're so far away from Alola. So, Barina, are you excited to meet some Alolan Pokemon? I'm never excited to meet Alolan Pokemon. You know this, Mum. You know this about me. Yeah, so just keep on skipping through this, because we've seen it. We've experienced it. We experienced it twice last stream, because I accidentally put Moon in instead of Ultra Moon. That was a nice treat for you all. Get to see like the narrative distance, the strong narrative distances. You also get to appreciate my Jigglypuff rug, which has no face or mouth, which is actually quite a blessing, but definitely has ears, because the ears are definitely cuter than a big smiley face. If it did have a smiley face, that would feel like a bit of like a horror movie. I got my Crocs, I got my purse, and I've got my cool hat, which is actually way better than the boy hat in this game. So now we get to full. This is actually what's going to get us through this challenge. Being more fashionable. I'm a lady, I know, right? I'm ready for Pokemon Spain? Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to Scarlet and Violet. I know nothing about it. Like, specifically, like, how it's going to work and stuff. What the fun gimmick's going to be. But I'm always excited for a new Pokemon game. As I think I said this last time, but, like, Pokemon really, like activates my nostalgia glands. Like, they're fully in flare when the first trailer hit. So, I'm ready. Because I did quite enjoy Sword and Shield, and I also very much had a good time with Legends Arceus, but don't bite me, Trump rat. It's not worth it. And I will eventually like do more Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl, just because of my Gen 4 bias. But yeah, seeing some new Pokemon. Seeing a new area. It's going to be great. You're going to do a hardcore Emerald Nuzlocke. The return to Hoenn. I believe you can do it this time, friend. Don't delete your emulator this time. That's the one key like thing we're going to take away from this. Don't delete your emulator. I think the gimmick might be future and past. Like, instead of regional variants, you might have some variation. Okay. I was scared spitless, as per usual. So, I mean, yeah, I guess, like, people have taken a lot from that, like, the more... What's the best way to say it? Feral look? The professor from Scarlet looks like, as well as, like, the more futuristic, like, rocket snake that comes from Violet. So maybe? But then how's that gonna... I wonder how that would, like, work in-game. For like variants, are all Pokemon that are in like Violet gonna be part Steel, because that's the future, and then all like the ones in Scarlet are all gonna be part Ground, because that's what the past is like in the ground. Right, so what do we pick? So we went with Popplio last time, and Popplio is the strong choice for what's around here. I kind of want to go Litten this time, but Rowlet is right there, and it's super cute in Pokemon Refresh because the sweet spot is his bow tie, his little leaf bow tie that he's got. Let's go with Rowlet. Ooh. Let's go with Rowlet this time. Believe in yourself. Believe in the me that believes in you, Rowlet. Oh, like the fact that the electrodes are wood, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't need to necessarily be that themed. It could just be sort of more interesting type combinations. Didn't realize to delete my emulator. I need to delete everything because my data was full. Oh my goodness, okay. It had the your emulator paid the price for the sacrifice. It was the sacrificial lamb for your PC. And you know what? I appreciated sacrifice. I really do. So, what am I going to call this Rowlet? I'm going to call you... We call it Popplio. Or Gus 2. Let's call you... I'm going to call you Beanie. Beanie the Rowlet. Oh, we already look like a fine-looking team. Thank you very much. Wow, but why? Why do I need to be nice to the Kakuna? Oh, there's a wild Blipbug in chat. My goodness. Get your Pokeballs ready if you want yourself a Blipbug. It looks like a caterpillar with wearing glasses. Enjoy. Ooh. So we have to take on the fight again with the little... No worries, Truss. Trust us. I've just got to add letters to people's names. That's super cool of me. So we're entirely neutral. Beanie is an entirely neutral little dude, little guy. So bashful. Likes to take siestas. Likes to have a little slip. And has Overgrow, which increases my grass type move's power when I'm low health. Nope, that's not how that button works. So we have to do the very important thing, obviously. Pokemon refresh. Yeah, we know how this works. So again, little scrotch. Oh yeah, he likes it rubbing like direct. Don't you also like being rubbed directly on the bow tie? Doesn't that want to make you be friends with people when they come up and stroke your tie? I think so. Making me work for that last bit. I like Black and White. Had a whole Pokedex as a regional variant. Klinklang basically being Magnemite, Bouffalon basically being American Tauros. Yeah, there were a lot of ones you could definitely push over. Even like things like Rog and Roller. Rog and Roller being the Geodude stand-in. They even like fully evolved the same way that that Geodude does when you're going to gravel to Golem. Does that make... I was about to say, does that make Blitzle the equivalent of Pikachu? But there's Emolga. Emolga's the Pikachu clone in that game, so... Rowlet is very happy. Hopefully Beanie doesn't go the same way as Gus. Otherwise, these are going to be some interesting streams where we're just constantly restarting and just dying miserably at school. Jellicent being tentacle. I love Jellicent, man. There's something about like the way male Jellicent looks that I'll never find both cool and funny at the same time. Wild Ratat has arrived. So we can leafage this and then hope for the best because it's level. She's level 3. Excuse me, Ratat. I didn't mean to. You're obviously a very clearly beautiful, lovely rat lady. Two hits though, very nice. We did run away from that fight last time, and I guess that's fine. So now we got to go meet How. For some reason, I say for some reason, like I'm very like close to always calling How Hop, just because they both hold the similar sort of space in my mind in terms of rivals. Wouldn't mind if Pokemon didn't have a new gimmick this time around. Mega Evolutions were cool, Z moves were a thing, and Dynamax was just okay. I want to see. I love the idea of Mega Evolutions. I was just never keen on like a lot of the designs of the way Mega Evolution Pokemon looked. And this is coming from someone who quite likes Digimon. The Mega Evolution Pokemon looked kind of silly to me, at least. But I'd like to see Mega Evolutions back, but with the same limitations that Dynamax had. Like, you can, like, transform for 3 turns. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really sort of, like, run the numbers through my brain box about how well that would work as a mechanic. But yeah, I mean, who knows? I feel like they might want to keep having a new gimmick, something flashy, something big and flashy in the game, just to kind of sell off. Because while it's like fine and for people who already play Pokemon games, unless there's something like new in your game that's kind of like a crazy thing that you can put in like your promotional stuff, it might struggle to get like new people in. Although, who am I kidding? Like, it's Pokemon. It's just gonna last forever, isn't it? Pokemon will never die. It's too big to fail at this point. That's a good sign. Sorry, Poplio. Ba-boom. I know people want every mechanic brought back, but I watched Pokemon Showdown having Mega Z moves and Dynamax all together is kind of a mess. Having Megas, Z moves, and Dynamax. Haven't been on Showdown as much as I probably should be for someone who likes competitive stuff. Mainly because I just stick with like the VGC rules, like the kind of the run rules on the Switch on like online and from the tournaments. But yeah, I can imagine that having all of those things together might prove a bit of a balancing nightmare. I mean, I feel like they didn't really want to put Mega Evolutions in the game in Sun and Moon. I think they would have been happy with just leaving them out. Because you can kind of tell, because they had like the Mega Evolutions at the end of the game after you finished everything. But at least I think we can all like... I mean, they were very keen on making sure that everyone was aware that Dynamax is a thing that like uniquely only happens in the Galar region. So it's not going to pop up anywhere else. So I guess I'm going to miss the G-Max forms. I quite like the G-Max forms over the Mega Evolutions. Yeah, it's an interesting mind game. It took me a while to kind of really like pick the pieces out of it, but like it's quite dense. There's a lot of like choose your own adventure style thought paths you have to go down whenever you're making a turn. Once you get into it, like I guess it's the same as any competitive game though. Once you really get your head around stuff, it's fun. But yeah, I could appreciate like showing that, especially if you only ever play like the regular, like the single player stuff in the game. And then like people are like, oh, there's a competitive scene. I kind of like doing stuff online with people. Let's see what it is. And you know, it's doubles. And like you do like maybe 4 double battles during the whole game. It's kind of hard to really sell it on people. Who can argue with having a giant Corgi puppy battle for you? Very good point. Very, very good point. I love how Dynamax Pikachu is, yes, they're just fat Pikachu. Especially, and when he G-Maxes as well, he just comes out and just goes, P. That's it. He's just so big and chonky, can't even say his own name. Let's go find ourselves a Kahuna. They may be around here somewhere. How do you like your EVs? Do you like them regular or do you like them extra floof? That is what G-Max can offer you. Be interesting to see all the influx of all the shiny Pokemon that are now in the game thanks to Legends Arceus, man. Yeah boy. The giant yeah boy that rings out for like 20 square miles. Yeah, they do. I'm pretty sure they do. They just say it incredibly loudly. Like all Pokemon cries in Sword and Shield, unless you like find the earpiece item that lets you like turn them down. They're just ear-shatteringly loud. What a design choice that was. I want you to hear Pikachu say Pikachu, but I want you to hear it in your very soul. Oh no, they're going to eat the living piece of candy floss from space. P isn't a statement, it's a promise. I become 20 feet tall, 30 feet tall, 40 feet wide, look you directly in the eye and say, P. And you know what that means. Hello! This is a great a piece of the player character in Sun and Moon. Is this perpetual smile you have, regardless of what happens, regardless of like the clear distress that's happening. I'm just gonna keep this big goofy smile on my face at all times. Save the Nebby. Thank you for healing. You never knew? Oh man, it was one of the first things I did when I got out into the wild area and got that Pikachu for playing Let's Go. It was like, oh wow, I knew it was super big and fat, but I never realized it had like chunky voice as well as just being chunky. You could feel all the years of like cholesterol just. You're in some serious help, please. My beloved pet is about to be mauled to death by the wildlife. You've got to do something. Good talk. Yep, just comes out, yells pee in a very big boomy voice. You're welcome for that, Jay. These streams are nothing if not educational. Come to Womat Berry's Monster Tamer Cafe. Learn about Fat Pikachu. And his inability to say his full name. Please leave a nice, like, review on Yell. Or on TripAdvisor. Or wherever it is people leave, like, bad reviews about cafes these days. Just on Twitter, maybe? Ooh, make an Instagram story about it. That'd be cool. In a kind of psychotic sort of way. Save the puffball, quick! Oh, we've stopped smiling now. We realised how serious this is now that we're in danger. Now that we could possibly be killed, suddenly we've stopped smiling. Bang. All three Spearow just dead, atomized instantly. As the lightning chicken god does a sick backflip. And stares directly at me. And then Team Rocket's away. What an entrance. I think one of my favorite things about Tapu Koko is that those kind of arm shields he has, you can like put them together and like hide his entire body, like it's a giant tiki mask. Not sure what kind of like evolutionary path led him down that way, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Because everything's got to make sense evolutionarily speaking. Darwin would not be happy about this. Are you the kahuna? No, I'm no kahuna. I'm just a lily. Thank you for my sparkling stone. Back in the bag, Nebby. Never stays in the bag. For those who've played this game, I didn't see the, I guess the twist coming of what happens to Nebby later on in the game. I thought it was cool. Like, that's probably the coolest way they've implemented, like, that kind of Pokemon in the games. There's a lot of cool things to admire about Sun and Moon. I know, like, I think we talked about this last stream. I don't think a lot of people like this game. Like this generation. And that's fine. You can have your opinions. Everyone's entitled to them. But I think, like, looking back on it, there's a lot of cool stuff they do in this. It's a coolest way I feel like they've implemented up until recently. I guess they did it kind of recently, but the coolest way they've implemented things like the HMs, like the overworld moves you use to like get through like obstacles with the ride Pokemon. Oh, there's a wild Hitmonchan in the chat. We got some Pokeballs. Now's the time to be a throw-in. Now, I do believe with the Pokemon like community game, I want a Tyrantrum, please. I mean, doesn't everyone want the giant dinosaur? The giant rock dragon, who's also a T-Rex? Let's go home. Except, well, let's not go home. Let's just talk for a little bit longer. Like, I don't think this is particularly a hot take, but I think, like, especially if you've played these games, like, a few times, holds you back a lot. There's not really a lot of, like, just sort of go explore stuff. I guess, like, Legends Arceus allowed you to do a bit more exploring, just, like, literally run off the beaten track and see where you end up. But, they're very... This, like, whole Melee Island is essentially just a big tutorial island. How do we see what you've caught? Oh. Well, Jay, there you go. You got the Hitmonchan, at least. Better luck next time, Kelbness. So, I believe there's like a panel that you can use. Yeah, Toxtricity was like... It's funny how some like Pokemon like do just... You warm up to them after a while. There's always that interesting, like, this looks dumb. And then after a while, it just kind of sits there. You're like, you know what? It's not as dumb. Yeah, that's... Again, this is, like, we're going to go talk about, like, preferences of Pokemon design. I've learned to quite like Electivire and Magmortar. I remember when I saw the first time, I thought it was really dumb. Like, I generally thought, like, most of the Electabuzz line looked kind of dumb. But as the years have gone by and I've looked at them a bit more, they've actually kind of like... They've endeared themselves to me, just purely from being around a lot. Even if, like, Electivire still does look like a really angry, fluffy lampshade. Do you have a preference on which kind of Toxtricity you like? Do you like the... Is it the high key or the low key ones? The high key ones are the ones with the yellow kind of crest. And the low key ones are the blue. It's just a cosmetic difference. Sort of like how Pyroar, like the males have the massive flame manes, whereas the females have just that slick of flames. High key, yeah, high key's my favorite too. But even if low key's more like the bass player of the band. Yeah, over here. Then again, there are some Pokemon that I just kind of, like, fall in love with, like, instantly. Even if sometimes I really struggle to remember what their names are. Like, I'm trying to give it a good example. Too many Pokemon. There's, like, far too many Pokemon, right? I'll let Kukui, like, catch this Pokemon for us. Just so we can all learn. No, we're not actually paying attention, though. Like, I'm gonna take this away so you can't actually see. So you can't tell me how to catch Pokemon, because I don't know how. Phalanx, there we go. Phalanx is definitely one that I kind of saw instantly and was like, yes, this is a love disc. It's like a small Alola, and like that's one of my favorite Pokemon for no reasons other than it looks just dumb. So yeah, I'll give you a love disc. They're useful, or at least they were useful. Oh no, we're back. To catch Pokemon, you need to hit them over the head with your balls. Thank you very much for coming in with that very useful information for me, Becky. I appreciate it. Just wanders into the room. Guys, just so we know. Just so we know. Want to catch a Pokemon? Hit him with your balls. Alright, peace. See you later. I have 10 balls now. We're rolling in it. We're rolling in balls. So again, this is a, as I've learned, this is a 100% catch rate on this thing. So you can just throw a Pokeball straight away to catch this grubbin. and it would be yours. Your very own Grubbin. Which is a very interesting choice about a Pokemon that you have early on in the game. Considering how this thing fully evolves, maybe picking something else would have been a better choice. Because yeah, it only fully evolves when it's in a certain place in the Alola region. It's not by items or trading or anything. It has to be in a certain level up in a certain spot. Our first challenge. Good luck, Beanie. This is Beanie's first battle, everyone. Please be kind. This will set the tone for us. Against Baneri! Still the cutest bunny Pokemon they've made. Still the cutest bunny Pokemon they've made. That's a good day. Now, ooh, a crit. It was a crit. Oh my goodness, I have the crit noise and everything. It's a crit. Ah. There you go. Yeah, Lopunny is definitely something. Like... And Mega Lopunny too. It's like Lopunny, but at the gym. But it's at least a fighting type, I guess. At least does something interesting. Hello, small child. I'm going to beat you up and take your money. I'm not even going to let you be seen on stream. That's how disrespectful I am. Yeah, so thinking ahead a bit, I guess, for when we go and do the fight with How. One problem we're going to have initially is the Pichu. Because as we saw last time when I accidentally hit it, it's got static, which has a chance of paralyzing you whenever you hit it with a physical move. And Beanie only knows physical moves. So we're almost certainly going to come through that fight with paralysis. If we can survive it, that's fine. That would be great. But there's also the fact that we have a natural disadvantage to Pichu because it has its little Thunder move. Thunder Shock, I think, at that point. And as we're a flying type, I think at best we'll take neutral damage from it with the grass typing. But it's still more damage than I'd like to take. Then again, Gus was already... Oh, it's crit! Get out of here. See you later, child. But yeah, I mean, Gus was fully weak to the Thunder Shock and didn't have to be taken a single one. So, who knows how that fight's actually going to go. There's the doggo that he likes to play with you. We'll go to talk to this child who wants to analyze his battle strategy. Please everyone take notes about this kid's battle strategy. We need to give preschooler Oliver some good feedback. Please be good with this, Beanie. Taking a bit of damage, but I still believe you'll be fine. I think. Good damage. I mean, not that Rattata's ever really been like a particularly sturdy Pokemon. It's all about being fast and being in that weird spot in Generation 1 where crit rate was actually attached to speed. Which is why I always felt that Rattata was actually critting more than it should be, because it was, because the system didn't work correctly. So, having defeated every trainer on here, we get to speak to the robots again. That's gonna be... as the drums play in the background. You guys know how these are. They're like beep boop, hello. We are from the future space. We don't like light, or maybe we do. I haven't quite decided yet. Maybe we can steal all the light. Your Rattata is a top percentage Rattata? My goodness, what's its name? Can I pet your Rattata? These are many questions that you need to answer for me in very quick succession. There goes Alolan's Executor. There goes my hero. Ratty. Strong name. Sick. These are both answers that I'm happy for. Only on Sundays. Fine. I'll shoot you a DM when I'm free on Sundays, and I can just go and like hug the rat. We have friends that have rats. They're all very adorable. I didn't really think I'd really like rats until I met theirs, but they're super cute, and they're very funny creatures. I like them very much now. Pew. Who knew things about in life where you experience them to actually find out if you like them rather than assuming you don't? I think I remember when they said they were getting rats, and I was like, rats? Really? Why would you want a rat as a pet? But then they're super cute and fun. Let's get in the battle. I believe we could do this. Shockingly, also, I wasn't like 100%. Like, I wouldn't say 100%. I was neither here or there about rabbits initially. How nearly 3 years into owning a rabbit now, I can't imagine my life without them though. They're too fluffy and cute and small and adorable and grumpy for me to not like them forever now. I love Pierce from Sword and Shield refused a stadium because it would ruin the town he lives in, refuses to Dynamax and nearly beat a ex-champion who did Dynamax, and his battle theme is a band playing, and there's no crowd cheering due to not being in a stadium. Pierce is goth Danny Sexbang. What a dude, what a guy. A friend who lived by my dad's, so I only saw her a couple of times a year, and she had rats at one point, super cute. I was at a park, like a kind of theme park, over the weekend with some of the family. They had like a little petting zoo area, and they had these things called Dumbo rats, and they were all super cute as well. Let's fight. Speaking of Dumbo rats, let's fight How in the festival. The boggling eyes, yes. That initially kind of like is a bit worrying, but when you realize why they're boggling, it's like they're having a good time. Okay, so as we said before, we're in a slight problem here. That most of the moves that Pichu has... Well, I say, if we make physical contact with Pichu with any of these moves, we could potentially get paralyzed. Equally, resists quite a lot. I know it resists Peck at least, but let's go for it anyway. Hello, Ampharos is cool. Welcome to the stream, friend. I'm glad you can come by. Yeah, we're doing a no capture, like a gift Pokemon only run for a Nuzlocke. Dumbo rats, I know, right? Automod didn't like the term Dumbo, but I will allow it. We are attempting this because we had a run that we started last week that got as far as the trainer school, and we literally just lost it. So we started again with this. But yeah, thank you for coming by. Hopefully this is something that you'll find mildly entertaining. But yeah, how are you doing today, Ampharos? Are you having a good old time? You doing any Pokemon games at the moment? Are you looking forward to Scarlet and Violet? Pick a question to answer there. I'll put it on a postcard. I'll wait. Ultramoon, yes, this is Ultramoon. Because let's see, as most people tell them, we're looking at the research. This is probably one of the best ones to do a run of this kind. That went really well. That went surprisingly well. I was really worried about that fight, but that went really well. No paralysis. Did a lot of damage. Happy boys. But yeah, this with all the stickers to get the totems and things like buying fossils and a couple of other like interesting Pokemon as well that you can get for doing little side tasks. Yeah, it should be interesting if I can get a bit further forward. Or there's a slack off in the chat. Start throwing your Pokeballs, peeps, if you want yourself a slack off. I'm still working out this particular extension on the game because There should be an overlay that actually shows the Pokemon on stream as well, but it's not working at the moment. At least it's working in chat, so you can get. Yeah, I mean, like, I did, like, a friend of mine did suggest this one to me. Eden, they're not, I don't think they're about at the moment, but yeah, they were the one that suggested it to me. And then when I went, I thought, oh, maybe that will work in other games. And I looked through any of the other, like, Pokemon games, and not that I want to sound like an over-entitled trainer or anything, but everyone else in those games is really stingy for Pokemon that you just get given to you. I think the only other game that kind of comes close to this number of Pokemon is Sword and Shield, providing you've got, like, at least, well, providing you've got the DLC as well. Then they, if you know what you're doing, they're very keen on giving you a lot of Pokemon. I mean, you have to work for it at least a little bit, but yeah. Congratulations on your Slackoth Keldamist. Cherish it forever. So yeah, say the run failed last time, so this is why we're not really like engaging too much in the story. We've already run through it before. And we're all going to head home. Although, as I said before, we are going to do Mum's voice, because Mum's voice is both funny, but also excessive torture for me. Beep boop. Ultra Recon will save the world, maybe. Honey, I'm home. Oh, Barina, you're back already? I thought you'd stay in Iki Town longer. Especially right after a great Pokemon battle. Oh, I was just so captivated seeing my own girl fighting at such perfect sync with her partner. Maybe it'll be a good for you to try the island challenge thingy. It's something you can only do in Alola, right? But you've got a date. But I've got a date with my bed. I've danced my feet off at that festival. No, night, sweetie. You get some sleep too. I was doing something similar to your mum's voice the other day, reading out flirtatious lines. Your Pokemon mum reads like thirsty Twitter. That's a video idea, right? Not that anyone else outside this kind of small people of the stream would understand it. I wonder what today will bring. I'm pretty much gonna have to make it all the way out there, because I think at least some of the totem stickers I can only get with like a fishing rod, even on the first island. I'm gonna have to at least get over to the next island, like Akala Island, before I can then get enough stickers for my first totem Pokemon. So yeah, it's going to be Rowlet for a while, so we've got to conserve this boy. If you're interested in what we're doing for this run, if you !run in the chat, it should give you a link to a fantastic Google Doc that will give you all the details, although it's not currently up to date because it still has poor Gus on the list. Looks like it's finally your time to shine, sweetie. Enjoy yourself with your Rowlet, and don't be gone too long. Meowth also says goodbye. Now I'm gonna go unpack those boxes. You have a nice mother. Yeah, I do. I wonder what... Again, foreshadowing, I guess. Now Lily tells us about what her sentient piece of candy floss is like. And also gives us the strong ability to jump. And like actual jump. Well, not actual jump, I guess. Gets to fall and not land on your face. Which is a skill I'm still trying to learn in real life. Jumping off small, like, knee-high ledges like that and not falling directly on my face. It's a lot harder than it looks. Hip? You have to say hip as well. If I understood that correctly, you have to yell hip And then your boy, Kukui, just going absolutely like nutso butso in there with his rock ruff. The older you get, the less you should do. Yeah, it takes longer to recover than when I was in my teens. You know, when I was like in my early 20s, I could land on my face all day and all night and be fine. I could just go and do it again the next day. Now, no. I was going to say you can get Cosmog in this run, but that would require you catching the legendary, so never mind. Yeah, unfortunately, if it involves throwing a Pokeball, then I can't do it. Oh, Ampharos is cool. Thank you so much for the follow, friend. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, when Kukui was teaching us how to catch Pokemon, I accidentally switched the scene over to this, so none of us got to see how like catching Pokemon works. So we just like, and he won't tell me it again. Like after he's done it once, so I just have to sort of deal with the fact that I'm just too embarrassed to ask him again. So we just have to deal with that now. I hope everyone's just generous with their Pokemon. Rotom in a Pokedex. Rotom Dex. Genius. I was thinking about Pokemon I'd like to see one day, and the only thing, for some reason, the first thing that popped into my head was like a haunted bathtub. I don't know why that was of all the things I could have thought of for Pokemon making up. Oh, was that? But there you go. That was just where my brain went. It was like just a whole bathtub that's kind of half full with water, and it's got like a kind of a scum line round the rim, right? And then where the taps are, that's where the eyes are, and then like there's a big nose. It'd be like a ghost steel type, I guess. And it could have things like Venom Drench and stuff like that. I've thought heavily about this Pokemon. What Pokemon would you make up if you could? That's definitely going to be in Scarlet and Violet. What kind of like animal or non-animal combination would you want to see thrown up into the new game to both give you like joy but also nightmares all at the same time, especially when they put it into a live-action movie like Detective Pikachu, and everything is both somehow furrier and slimier than you ever really imagined in your childhood. It's either that or a fighting-type kangaroo Pokemon that's like, God, are they Captain Jack? Something like that, from Tekken. The kangaroo with boxing gloves. That's because I just want a kangaroo with boxing gloves in Pokemon. Completely fine. The world just plunges into darkness entirely, just for a few brief seconds again. And then the sun comes back out. Beautiful. As well as the fighting type kangaroo Pokemon, I'd also like to see fighting type evolution. I brought this up before on the stream, but a fighting type evolution that's just a bigger Eevee that's like super buff, but also has like fists on his ears, and it'd be called Fistion. Maybe you have to work on that name a bit, but that's also a thing. Still surprised that Zubat is the only poison flying type. Is it really the only poison flying type? Well, today I learned something I probably should have been paying attention to before. I don't think there's any items over there. This side, at least this side of the cave. We have to get a ride Pokemon to go further with there. Let's bother the people on the beach for some experience money. But first, I know, right? Talk to Rotom Dex. Make sure it doesn't feel lonely. Maybe it maybe would be nice to visit a Pokemon Center. Oh, he's gonna flag it for me on my map. What a bro! And I can do that. There it is, just over there. Thanks. Thanks, Rotom. I just poke him in the eye. He likes that. There, you see, I told you. But yeah, another poison flying type Pokemon. Torterra is the only grass. Would be the only grass ground type. Is there any more like water steel types other than Empoleon as well? Here. Okay, level 7 Wingull against my boy Beanie. This could be a bit dangerous, especially if it has like some form of flying move. But I believe in Beanie. It's got a water gun, that's fine. At least I resist that. It doesn't have any like secondary effects like Bubble Beam. Actually, you know what we need really is avoid this subsonic. We need the most rare type of all in the game. We need another fighting fire type. I feel we're missing out quite a lot on having a. Why is she so sultry? We're really missing out on having another fire fighting type. I don't know why they don't make another one. Poyon is the only water steel one as well. Interesting. I don't know if we also feel about like starters changing types as they go up. Like a Sword and Shield changed it back to something that hasn't happened since like Generation 2 Gold and Silver, and in terms of having your starters just stay as one type for their entire line. Which was novel. I liked that, especially with the way like, because it just sort of allowed the Pokemon itself to kind of move a bit more. Mamosine is also the only ice ground line. I guess, like, yeah, because, Hisuian Avalugg? Is that ice ground, or is that ice rock? I still feel like there's many things that have happened in Legends Arceus that are still, like, trying to find a place in my brain to stay. It's very crammed in there, with, like, a lot of immense amount of, like, Pokemon knowledge. And I say knowledge in a very, like, kind of soft way. It's not knowledge, it's, trivia, I guess. Not helpful for me in my real life, but definitely helpful when I'm sitting here with my, my Nintendo DS. In the year of our Lord 2022. It's Ice Rock. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Yeah, you feel like Ice Ground might be something that gets thrown out a bit more. Maybe Lechonk can become an Ice Ground type. Whoever it was that came up with the name Lechonk in any of the development meetings for Scarlet and Violet needs to have like a raise. Like, I don't care how much money they get, they just give them a raise. Whatever they want. I think just almost by that itself has sold several copies of Scarlet and Violet. I'd like to think it's also the same person who designed Fuecoco. Because that's initially what kind of had me like, wow, I want that. But now, oh, my goodness. Now we've got Lechonk. Makes me kind of almost a little bit scared to see what they, like, if they ever have another trailer out before it releases. What it's gonna show there that's also gonna sell the game to me. Oh, there's a Magneton in chat, lads. Get your Pokeballs out if you've got any. Pokemon Legends just did introduce the first normal ghost type. Yeah, that was a really interesting way they took Zoroark. Especially because we know it's in Scarlet and Violet from the trailers as well. So it'll be interesting how it works in a standard Pokemon game. Or at least, like, standard mechanics as I assume they will happen. I don't know if I said this before, but Pokemon Legends Arceus was a lot of fun, but it made me kind of realize the things I really like about Pokemon, like, I guess the standard style of Pokemon games. Like, I miss more of the trainer battles and stuff like that. I understand why it didn't... It was a very good reason it didn't fit into Pokemon Legends Arceus. It's 7 o'clock. You know what that means? It's time for to just drink a whole bottle of Moo Moo milk. Just chug it all in one go. What sage advice is this old guy going to give us this time? Is it going to be the same one he gave me before? These days, you could easily communicate with people all around the world. Keep in mind that there are time differences in the world, though. What I mean to say is it isn't necessarily the same time for you and whatever trainer you're communicating with. Depending on what time you're trying to communicate with other trainers, you might find it easier to connect with trainers from a certain country. Okay, cool, thanks. Yes, hydrate everyone. Make sure. It's very important that everyone hydrates right now. In fact, I have something specific of that. Cover your ears, everyone. Don't forget to drink some water. Very important. Oh, incredibly important. Make sure you're hydrating. It's very warm. Congratulations on your Magneton as well, Becky and Keldamist. And our character is also hydrating as well by that whole bottle of milk. Kyurem is also somehow the only Ice Dragon type. Yeah, I mean, Ice type isn't exactly the best type in the world. Some of the moves are cool, and some of the Pokemon look cool, but I don't think it's necessarily one you want to like. Maybe I wonder if there'll be any kind of like type change-ups in this, like the really like the nerdiest stuff to really get excited about in new Pokemon games, isn't it? I wonder if there's gonna be type change-ups in the new Pokemon games. Local celebrity / menace, Tauros, just blocking the road. Fantastic. For those having the idea, what's like, is there any Pokemon that you're hoping to see that we don't already know about in Scarlet and Violet? Like any returning Pokemon? I know, like, obviously, like, the real draw is like the new guys, but is there any like Pokemon that you'd like to see? Personally, I'm always happy to see the Marill line of Pokemon. They are some of my favorite. Experience share, great. We can train up all those Pokemon we definitely have in our party. Okay, so we're nearly caught up to where we were at the start of the stream. Let's go. We did heal our Pokemon. We did heal up Beanie, didn't we? We did heal up Beanie. Cool. Let's go and see. And bother these kids to learn about stuff. What new type combos do you want to see in there? Oh. New types. What Pokemon is it? It's called Unknown. Yeah, the alphabet Pokemon. You want to see that? I mean, I guess like going hunting for unknowns is always a nice little side activity. New type combos. I'd have to like actually have a quick look to see what like kind of ones that aren't used yet, because I mean like normal ghosts would have probably been quite high on that list. But now we've got it, so I'll pull it up on other like unused Pokemon types while we're having all these very riveting fights. Unused Pokemon types as of right now, at least. Sure, why not? Okay, so I got one up on the. I think this is up to date. I'll put it in chat for anyone who would like to have a look at that kind of stuff. What looks out most interesting to me there? So long, Sudowoodo. Pour one out for your baby Sudowoodos. Joseph Water, hello, welcome to the stream, fan. Thanks for watching up on YouTube. Appreciate you being here. Welcome to the Ultramoon No Capture Nuzlocke. Hope you're having a nice year. Poison Fire? Is Poison Fire... Poison Fire exists at the moment. If you'd love it, I think, Becky. It's called Salazzle. And it's like a big, sassy lizard with lipstick. That's your education for today. Salazzle. Firegrass. Firegrass is an unused typing. I'd like to see. Some sort of flower that spits fire at people. Make sure Rotom is good. Also, once again, new bit of knowledge for myself. Very useful Great Ball that I can't use. At least it's good for money. Hidden in the middle of this... little battle arena. I think there's an item in the corner around here. No, I guess that's thinking somewhere else. So there you go. Salazzle is and also like canonically they're all females as well. So they Salandit is the pre-evolved form, and you can't, if they're male, they can't evolve into Salazzle. I'm surprised ground fighting, bug dragon, bug dark, and electric fight. Yeah, I mean, you feel like Zeraora would be would have been a great like start for like having a electric fighting type. Also, Slayer, welcome to the stream, friend. Hope you're having a nice day. Let's give this thing a peck. I actually have a super effective move against the Metapod. That's definitely the main problem we had last time through. Not having a super effective move. Oh no, he's got an Oranberry. We're doomed again. We were doomed last time and we're doomed this time. Have I seen your previous comment? Excuse me, I don't think I did see your previous comment. I see. There you go. My apologies, friend. I must have missed that in the stream. That was the first time you spoke as well, and I completely ignored you. Bad streamer, Echo. I do apologize. You beat Crystal Elite Four with no casualties. Pog. My team was Lickitung, Sneasel, Yanma, Gligar, Quillfish, and Corsola. That is that's a unique team. I will give you that. That is like probably the most unique team I've seen. Yeah, I mean, like, I've always kind of wanted to use Lickitung. Gligar is one of my favorite Pokemon, and Gliscor too. But yeah, Lickitung that's even just because like the terrifying tongue, just really like like a statement against the Elite Four. Prepared to be defeated. One of the best trainers in the land by a creature that interacts with the world mainly by licking it. This is going to be a bit of an issue on here. This kid has an Alolan Grimer. And I am worried for Beanie's health. I guess we could peck our way through it. It's going to poison me, but we can always go back to Lily and get healed up. Okay. Let's peck this lad. Lickitung beat 3 of Lance's Pokemon. Lickitung clearly legitimately more terrifying than I even give it credit for. And that's like a crystal Lickitung as well. So that's before you even get any kind of like access to what, the Eviolite to kind of boost the defenses up, because Licky doesn't exist, nor should it ever existed. Super hot take for you there. Slapping my bird clear across the face. How dare you, Alolan Grimer. Yeah, I'd not really sort of the idea how bulky it actually was. As we're like flip-flopping between what Pokemon we like and we don't like, I said this before, Alolan Grimer and Alolan Muck are like top tier for me. I already like the changes that were made on like the design for it. But then, Astonish. That could be useful. That's a base 30 move. It's a base 40. God, so I've got to really kind of think about what I want to do against Litten. This is because like, oof. God, I think I just get rid of Growl for this one. Alolan Muck and Alolan Raichu is something you know what, I didn't actually really love Alolan Raichu straight away, but it was something I really like. Something I really grew on me as well. A lot of people I know want a Shuckle evolution, but I think that's a horrible idea. Shuckle, but larger and more like things coming out of more of the holes. Or a Shuckle with multiple heads that come out of all the holes. 5 Shuckles glued together. That's the Shuckle evolution that we deserve. And as usual, when the new games come out, people will like semi-memeing, semi-not memeing, I guess, about wanting a Dunsparce evolution. Or bring back Mega Evolutions and gives Dunsparce a Mega Evolution. Imagine Eviolite Shuckle, it would be invincible. Yeah, that's the true wall. No one would ever defeat you. You'd just be in a battle with it and it would never end. It ends when it says you're allowed to. Ekans has Intimidate. So my poor physical Birdo is going to already lose out a little bit here. I guess I can try astonishing it and getting a flinch, maybe? Or maybe I just stick with Peck. I think I might just stick with Peck. It's probably the strongest move I have at the moment. Against this Ekans, at least. Yeah, that's okay. As long as I always go before it as well, if it's going to try and bite me. Oh, it's a crit. We don't like those. We do not like those. Yeah, just stick with going second and not critting me. Got some strong pecs here, the strongest pecs. Just flexing with Beanie. Yes, I beat you even with my lowered attack stat. So we're going to go 2 for 2 here. Are we going to go take on Teacher Emily and die miserably? Workup wouldn't be a terrible TM to use in almost any other situation. Oh wait, we've got to answer this question correctly. It's a school bell. Attention all students, would Berina please come to the second floor? Berina to the second floor office, please. What terrible thing did you do to get called to the office so soon? Well, we did do something. Well, yeah, I've spent the afternoon, like, beating up kids in fights and taking their money. I'm surprised it's taken me this long to get called to the office. I think, like, school, like, security has got, like, terrible. Like, awful. Everyone's so too relaxed in the Alola region. Right, so... the only other thing I could really think I could do is just level up to level 12. It's not too far off. Because we're not running level limits on this one, at least right now. And trying to that, because one thing I'm worried about here is that she's going to use Litten. Litten has Ember, and Ember has a slight chance to set me on fire. If I'm on fire, not only am I taking like a certain portion of my health as damage every turn, it also cuts my physical attack stat. And as we've covered previously, Rowlet only has physical attack moves. So I am kind of in a bit of a pickle of a situation here. I'm going to get rid of Tackle for workup at least. There's Inkay currently squishing around in the chat. If anyone wants an Inkay, that's Pokecatch. The Pokecatch command in chat if you want yourself a lovely Inkay. If you haven't already got your Pokeballs, it's exclamation Pokestart to get issued with a few initial ones. Ooh, you've actually run out of Pokeballs, didn't you? I think if it's Pokecatch Great Ball, Space Great Ball, that might work. Because you get issued a certain number of Pokeballs to begin with. To get this to work properly, like for me, I had to like install it on my end, on my channel. I'm gonna actually go level up first to then look at what like inventory I have, or is it Pokecatch Great Space Ball? Probably should learn a few things about these extensions I'm going to use if I'm going to use them in my chat. Rotom still having a good time here. Rotom has a nice little little side function later on in the game if we're nice enough to him. No? Okay, I guess not. We'll find out in a second, I guess, if the Pokeball can be thrown. Just keep trying all the Pokeballs. Ultra Balls, Master Balls, Luxury Balls. Oh, there we go, it worked. It actually worked. You've got yourself an Inkay. But yeah, I believe there's an interface for the extension through the extensions in your Twitch channel. So if you want to look at what Pokemon you've got, if you go to your own channel in Twitch, even if you're streaming or not, and activate the search for the extension Pokemon Community Game, you'll be able to see a little interface that will let you actually see what Pokemon you've caught. Ghosty Puppet, welcome to the stream, friend. Nice to see you. Well, thank you very much for joining the New Capture Ultra Moon Nuzlocke from Germany. Oh, we have a few friends from Germany that come through the channel as well. I'm not going to insult you by giving you my my high school German, of which I remember precisely one word. So instead, we're just going to speak in English for you. I hope that's okay. I'm saving my balls for the special occasion, as you should. As you should. You never know when insert weird Pokemon pops up. Like, I've got an Ultra Ball set specifically for if a Sudowoodo comes wandering through chat. Zeraora. Gotta say Zeraora, it's not Zeraora, it's Zorua. This is sort of like Monster Hunter style things where I constantly get Baroth and Barioth mixed up because the names are too close. You're really good at speaking but not right. That's absolutely fine. You're 100%, just as it is now, better at writing in English than I am at writing in German. So you are the superior language speaker here right now, friend. As you've just seen there, I can just about speak English, and it's my native and only language that I know. Oh. Alola Meowth, too. I'm kind of sad that there doesn't seem to be a Meowth regional variant in Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, we understand you, so it's all good. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that there doesn't seem to be like a Meowth variant in I mean, I guess they haven't confirmed it yet, but I was quite enjoying like the several like regions in a row of having like a Meowth in there. My grandfather's from the UK, and he says I have his accent. So you have an English accent. Also, I'm enjoying the nom-noms. What is that emote? I just want to see this. Is it just a... Just nom-nom, okay. Yeah, British. You have to say it properly in the British, that it's B-R-I''-I-S-H. It's a good nom-nom. Okay, so we're level 12 now. With our one Pokemon, who is probably effectively the worst Pokemon that we could have probably picked as a starter battle-wise, but I believe in the power of friendship with Beanie. We have Work Up, we have Leafage, we have Astonish, and Peck. We've got to fight a Pokemon that can set us on fire at any particular point. Oh my goodness. We're getting very multicultural in the stream chat. I love it. I think wait, we've got to talk to you first. Because she was the one with the quick claw. Yeah. Cool. Right. So that will give us hopefully maybe something. So the quick claw procced so many times in the battle we had last time when we had Poplio. Mainly when we were using Baby Doll Eyes as the priority move, so it didn't actually have any effect. And then when we wanted it to proc, it wouldn't. Yeah, so I'm hoping this works out a bit better. Otherwise, I guess we'll be starting up next week with a Litten stream. When I'll just skip to us taking a Pokemon. And then we'll try from there. And then if it doesn't work from there, I guess it all just sort of falls apart and we try something else. That'll be fun. Ooh, actually, I'll plug that later. So here we go. Another fight with Teacher Emily. Let's do this. We're about as good as we're gonna get here. Challenge you with a Pokemon that's strong against you. I also like the fact that this. Oh, Ghosty Puppet, thank you very much for that follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you for following Womat Berry's Monster Tamer Cafe. So I think it's very interesting that this Litten isn't the same Litten that gets left with Kukui. The fate of Kukui's Litten is very different. Right, so again, we can, just for a reminder on the rules, I can heal 3 times in battle. I can't use any special items though, so no like X attack, not that I have any or anything like that. So even if I did have a way of clearing off the burn that I'm assuming I'm going to get at some point, it's gonna be dicey. But let's just do this now. So Peck is probably my best option. Failing that, maybe Astonish, because it has the chance to flinch. Peck's probably the strongest move I'm going to have at the moment, so probably just go for that. Right. So it's faster than me. That's a lot of damage is done off the bat. That's not terrible for damage from the Peck. 10. I'm still not burnt. I'm still in this baby. Might be able to get through this. Okay, so this is my first heal. I should have given him the Oran Berry. I should have given him the Oran Berry, because then he can at least heal himself. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with everybody in chat there about saying how we're definitely down for anyone who tries to speak other languages that are not the native ones. It's damn sight more than most of us English people do it. So this is my last heal? Should really be paying attention to this. And then after this, we just got to hope and pray. Just hope and pray for good quick claws. No burns. Everything's just got to go our way here. Let's do this, Beanie. Oh, with right. So, our fate for this run almost entirely rests on the fact that we can get a quick claw proc from this next attack. If we can get it to go first, we'll win the fight. I can't heal again. And even if I did, I'd still need the quick claw proc to probably survive. So, I guess we're gonna cross our fingers and hope for the very best that we're gonna see a quick claw. Everybody say goodbye to Beanie. Oh. I love Pokemon, but I absolutely suck at this game. 100%. I am the worst Pokemon player on the planet. So if you ever want to worry about anything else about your skill in video gaming, know that somehow I lose consistently at Pokemon. Well, there we go, I guess. So we've gone through 2 of the starters now. You know what? We felt closer to winning that fight than we did with Gus Gus, when I feel like we were in a much better position. So I guess the only real option is Ripperino, Beanerino. I guess the only real option that we've got here now is we have to restart the game again with the cat. That's fun, right? Seeing the opening of... I mean, at least you're all getting very familiar with the opening of Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. While we are here, though, and I'm going to reset the game double quick. Also, let's give you a bit of music just to kind of have something in the background. Yeah, we'll put that there for the music for you as we're here. While we're here, though, I'm going to throw this out there for people. Where are we? We want this one. So yeah, here's all my socials, by the way. I'm plugging these all for you. Particularly, what I want to kind of push on there for is Twitter. My Twitter. I currently on the pinned tweet is a poll running, which is becoming more and more like prevalent as we're coming along. Where it's asking, it's a list of 4 Monster Tamer games, non-Pokemon Monster Tamer games that I'm thinking about playing after we're done in some form with this challenge run. It's got a mix of games that are on the Switch, on PC, on the PlayStation 1, and also includes a Monster Hunter game in there, which is low-key something I'm looking forward to. So if you could do me a massive favor, not that you're already not doing a massive favor by watching my Twitch stream, really thank you. But if you have a social and you feel like getting involved in that, if you want to just put your name on that, at the moment I believe Jade Cocoon for the PlayStation 1 is winning. But I also have Myth on Island, I have Monster Sanctuary, and I have Monster Hunter Stories 2 on the docket. So please, do you want some tea? I mean, bold of you to assume that I do not already have tea on me. We're in a cafe, of course we have tea. So yeah, we're just starting the game in the background. I guess for those of you who are keen on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, has any of the starters initially kind of caught your eye? I mean, I kind of like played my cards a bit too early here, but yeah, Fuecoco is caught my eye very massively. Like, I feel like if it's not Fuecoco I pick for the starter, I've done something wrong, or I've massively changed my mind in the next couple of months. You want the grass cat? Sprigato. Are we hoping also that it, whoops. Oh, nearly dropped my DS on the floor. Are we also kind of hoping it stays on all 4s, or are we one of the we don't mind the cat? There's a Slugma in the chat, everyone. Oh no, you're out of Great Balls as well. My goodness, just keep going through all the balls. Go for Ultra Balls next. We're okay if, regardless of whether the Sprigato stands up or stays on them leggies. It doesn't even exist. Poke help. Quick, send for Poke help. This game is not quite like the chill fun time that I thought it was going to be. Some very serious stuff. Let's all read the document together, shall we? Right, so that's, you have Pokeballs there. How do you get more Pokeballs? Poke Daily. Okay, so exclamation Poke Daily? Becky has caught the Slugma. Congratulations, Becky. Slugma balls. That's what you get for that. I hope you appreciate it. Oh my god, there's a Discord to go to. Very dramatic music. I don't want it. I don't want it. Don't worry, there'll be another chance. More Pokemon will wander through chat. I'm sure you'll get something equally, like, fun. Okay, so I guess before we finish up on the stream this evening, I will let you guys pick this time. We've got to pick our trainer passport while we're setting up for next week when we take on the Litten. Who is... My goodness, so many commands. Yeah. We'll try and maybe we'll do have to do like a how to set up a Pokemon community game for Twitch, like a tutorial video for people to follow at this point. So so far we've done this guy and he died along with Gus the Poplio, and then we've done this girl and she died along with Beanie the Rowlet. So I guess anyone else is free game. So we got Blondie Boy or Blondie Girl. We've got the Hazel Eye Boy or the Hazel Eye Girl. Or we got these two guys on the end here that I want to come up with a fun name for, but have not. So which one of them looks most like someone who would like a Litten? A little flaming cat. Also, I can't clear... It'd be interesting if I could, like, click that X at the top there and just say, I'm none of these. Don't even talk to me. Blondie Girl? Well, one for Blondie Girl. If anyone else has any points, we'll just go straight for Blondie Girl. Yeah, let's rock up with Blondie Girl again. As we said before, the girls have way better customization options with their clothes than, just looking up something real quick, than any of the boys. So there's a name specifically I want to use for this one. There we go. Can this fit? Will this name fit? Nope, that's not starting with an X. I'm not that XD special, unique, raw. However, I am this. There we go. This young lady's name is Charlemagne. Keep Norman in chat, friend. Keep Norman in chat. So yeah, are we Charlemagne? Yes. Charlemagne and her Litten. I guess you get this as well now. As the music goes like ape. So yeah, I guess from that point there, is where I will I'll finish up for this evening's stream. You've got Charlemagne set up. When we come in next week, we will be right at the point where we pick up the Litten, and then hopefully we'll that. But again, if you would be so kind as to follow up on my my Twitter and just maybe just give me a nice indication of what you think would be interesting for the next game. I have ideas myself, but if you've got any ideas about something that'd be interesting for a game, for an old fun little game session in the monster hunting, monster taming genre for next week, I would grandly appreciate it. I'm gonna just quickly spin some volumes down here and set myself up for the finish. So again, quick social spam because that's the kind of guy I am. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming in this evening. I really appreciate your presence. Thank you for Becky, for Keldemis, for Jay. Thank you very much also for Ampharos is cool, Ghosty Puppet, for your follows. Thank you very much for coming by Slayer as well. You were here a bit earlier for, and also for Dus over on YouTube. I appreciate your time for all the stuff we want to do, and the fact that you want to spend a couple of hours with me over here in Womack Berry's Monster Cafe is super appreciated. So I'm going to be back again this time. I get 7 o'clock British summertime on Thursday of next week for more of this. If you also want to catch me up, please follow me up on Queer Buccaneers channel for Wrestling is Silly. It went absolutely bonkers. We had Heatwave, which was our big summer event, and in a wrestling company that is mainly full up of people who are not real, a real wrestler has somehow managed to get his way onto the roster. But anyway, yeah, as always, thank you very much for coming by. I don't care where you stay, but you can't stay here. Until I see you again, love you, bye.